Hey ungrateful earthlings, let this king give you 5 best manhwa that you should read if you haven't yet. Our recommendations today will be in a form of short recaps, so let me know in the comments section if you like recap recommendations or the normal 40-second recommendation. Without any delays, let's start. Our first recommendation is I level up by absorbing everything. Seriously, sometimes I wonder why these transmigrators like taking over the bodies of others. On top of that, they have the vitality of cockroaches. This manhwa starts with a fight between a young man and a fierce beast. Though the battle is dominated by the fierce beast, we can see the young man evading its attacks skillfully. This young man happens to be our MC. He just transmigrated to this planet called Blue Star. In the year 2200, space cracks appeared all over the world. And from these cracks, countless ferocious beasts emerged. Those beasts were crazily overpowered and caused devastating damage to humanity. During the fierce resistance of humanity, some people discovered that they could absorb ki from the beasts they kill. Through the absorption of ki from beasts, they transformed themselves and gained extraordinary powers, making them the first martial artists. With the help of these martial artists, humans built survival bases and continue the battle against the beast. Our MC, who just got transmigrated, actually died at the hands of zombies in his previous world. By the time he opened his eyes, he found himself in this world full of martial artists and beasts. And to make the matter worse, he is transmigrated in the middle of a battle with a beast stronger than his current body. To survive, he decided to go all out even though his current body was not in good shape because of the previous owner's negligence. He instantly overpowers the beast with his experience from fighting zombies. However, this was not enough to bridge the gap between him and the beast, as his equipment is also trash. On top of being strong, the beast has a lightning innate ability which makes its attacks stronger and weakens the enemy. Our MC decides to end the fight with one strike. The moment he and Beast were about to end the match, the beast is suddenly decapitated by a beautiful young lady. She tells our MC to hurry and leave. Shumo then recalls that she is the childhood sweetheart of the original host, Chen Zimi. They had an engagement arranged by their parents since childhood. Unfortunately, both of them lost their parents during a beast hunting expedition. From then on, she has been taking care of the original host. However, he didn't seem to appreciate the care and consideration of his fiancée. What a scumbag. I don't know about you, but most of us are here fighting for such a wife material. The ancients are right in saying that sometimes people do not recognize the blessings they have until they lose them. Suddenly, our wife material started feeling dizzy due to excessive fatigue from her previous hunting. Shumo quickly supported her and asked if she is okay while examining her. Honestly, I am a bit pissed off here because the artist didn't create any romantic scene. If it was Korean artists, you bunch of singles will be so pissed off because of the romantic mood they would have created. Moving on, she said she was fine and proceeded to tell him that the beast that just died is a lightning ferret. Once this beast dies, it emits a scent that only its kind can detect, summoning them to take revenge. She then tells him to leave quickly. However, it was too late as the group of beasts closed in. Our stubborn waifu took them head on to create a chance for the MC to flee. With one punch, she kills 2 beasts and collapsed. Our MC caught her while she collapsed, and now he is surrounded by the beasts. Our MC started to despair that he can't defeat the beasts. And on top of that, he is dragging this cute waifu along with him, repeating the same mistake of his past life. He quickly recollects his thoughts, deciding that there must be a way to survive. It was at this moment that he mistakenly touched the corpse of a dead beast, activating the hoarding system. A panel shows the option of absorbing the dead beast. He quickly decided to absorb it as the beast launched a pincer attack, and boom, the system started integrating the innate ability of the beast into the host. He successfully acquired the beast's ability, and with that, he easily exterminated the remaining beasts. His basic strength had reached 1,527, and it is further enhanced to 3,089 points by the lightning talents he absorbed from the beast. With these stats, he had reached the realm of a mid-level martial disciple. He decided to continue absorbing the monsters, but the system notifies him that the beast's level is low and he has one target to absorb per month. The system absorbed the beast's blood essence for him. Our MC then takes the wife material home, along with the beast meat. At home, the waifu had a nightmare where our MC was killed by the beasts and woke up shouting his name. To her surprise, he is fine, and he even cooked a sumptuous meal for her. They sat eating in awkward silence. The MC then decided to break the silence by telling her that it was dangerous yesterday, and thankfully the exploration team was passing by and saved them. She ignored him as she was thinking, this is the first time he cooked for her and talked to her. If it is a dream, then she would rather never wake up from it. Our MC excused himself and went to his training room, pondering how their relationship has reached a freezing point. Neither of them knows how to treat each other and can't get along immediately. So, he decided to absorb the beast essence that the system extracted previously. Surprisingly, the process was extremely painful. After 1 month of training, he finally finished absorbing the essence and his combat power soared to 4,198 points. On the other side, our cute little waifu is also training hard. Surprisingly, she has a combat power of 8,365 but seems not satisfied with it, as she is currently preparing for the Academy's hunting trial that will be held a month later. Her goal in this trial is to hunt a two-headed python, a grade 2 beast that requires at least 10,000 power points to defeat it. She recalls the nightmare where our MC was killed by beasts and gets more fired up. The reason why she wants to defeat the two-headed python is to get its heart and give it to our MC so that he can change his physique. On our MC's side, he was roaming the beast market, looking for a suitable grade 2 beast to absorb its talent. While roaming, he was blocked by a genius from the Academy who fancies our little waifu and thinks that he will be a better match than our MC. This genius named Juki threatened to make our MC watch him play with the little waifu and kill him if he were to participate in the Academy's trial. What a total jackass. You want to kill someone just because of jealousy. You need some serious spanking, Juki. This infuriated our MC, and he decided to participate in the trial and kill this guy. His first step is to look for a grade 3 beast to plunder its ability and blood essence. While he was still thinking of how to get a grade 3 beast to absorb, the Wind Chaser hunting squad is back from hunting a grade 3 Earth Dragon beast. People were praising the team and asking if they could touch the beast, as this was their first time seeing a grade 3 beast. Our MC decided to sneak and plunder the beast's ability among the crowd. He was successful in plundering the beast's talent and blood essence and headed home. In his training room, he started fusing the beast's essence and talent. This broke and reconstructed his bones over and over again. Though painful, he was successful and his combat power rose to 5,270 points. With this, he is confident to kill the genius Juki. This manhwa seems to not have a god-tier potential, however it is definitely entering my list of favorites. I hope that the artists will stop being dense and give us 100% satisfactory artwork. Overall, this is a masterpiece that deserves attention. Next, we have the bully in charge. This story starts with our MC being bullied in class like a jackass. He tried talking the bullies out of it, like that is ever going to work. And sure, it made the bullies more pissed. They decided to make it worse for him. Luckily, his teacher came into the class and saw the bullies in the act, but the teacher acted like he saw nothing and told them to stop playing and take a seat to start the class. Hey, wait. Have you guys ever wondered if this is seriously what happens in Korea? I mean, their high school manhwas are always filled with bullies. It can't be a coincidence, right? Do teachers just let bullying slide just like that? During the class, the bullies started putting sticky notes on our main character's back. It says, "I don't have a mom." Seriously, these shitheads deserved some serious ass wiping. After the class had ended, another bully came into the class and saw the note on our main character's back and became furious. He immediately beats down the bullies who were torturing our MC. They deserve it. This made our MC feel sorry for himself. Since he had to rely on someone else's help, this made him determined to get stronger. Then his journey began, as he trains all by himself using the Saitama style to get stronger. Yes, I said it's Saitama style. Months later, he began to see the results of his hard work as he looked different. Now his build is different and had more charisma. He began hunting down the bullies, but this resulted in him leaving school, so he started to work part-time at a store while getting prepared for his exam. In a different scenario, we get introduced to a woman having a board meeting talking about the violence in schools and says that even when some bullies get punished, they won't still stop. So the best solution is to fight fire with fire. For this, a secretly placed bully will be in charge of putting other bullies in order, and the name of this project will be Bully in Charge of Bully. Women, not being misogynistic or anything, but that name is lame. I'm not even going to lie. Now back to our MC who is still at the store studying for his exam. A big guy with tattoos enters the store with his girlfriend to buy beer packs and cigarettes, but our MC was suspicious of this fella's age, so he requests for his ID card. The guy tells the same old story about leaving it at home. Our MC insisted that without it, he can't sell to him, but the guy starts to throw the money requesting that our MC should hurry up. When he refused again, the guy grabs the MC by the shirt. The store owner pops in and tells our MC to solve the issue with the guy outside the store. Yes, another irresponsible adult who cares more about his store than his employee. Lesson learned. Our MC steps out with the guy, and with one smack, he knocks the guy unconscious. When the guy woke up, he tells his girlfriend to call his crew. As she went ahead to get them, our MC, having had enough of this, grabs the guy by the shoulder and made him go through unbelievable pain. As soon as the guy's crew got there, our MC beat them up as well, leaving one of them who realized who he was and apologized. Our MC warns him to never let his crew show their faces around his store, and proceeds to leave. Yep, this is the arrogance of a strong king. I love it. On his way back, he was confronted by the lady who give bad name to projects. She introduces herself and tells our MC everything about the project, inviting him to join her. Okay, you ungrateful humans. From this point on, the manhwa gets really exciting as our MC goes back to school. Personally, seeing jackasses getting destroyed in this manhwa makes it incredibly exciting and thrilling. Sorry, forgive me. It's my maniac personality talking. If you enjoy watching people getting beat down as much as I do, you would definitely love this one. Don't forget to accidentally hit the like and subscribe button. Next, we have extraordinary evolution. In this manhwa, the author did something that is fundamentally different from a similar manhwa. So let's dive into the storyline and find out what is so good about this manhwa. This manhwa starts on a highway, where a young man is seen riding his motorcycle at high speed. This young man happens to be our MC Manhwa. He is annoyed for having an ability that he can't use in battle. His ability is luck and it is maxed up. This is also why no accident happened to him, even though he is speeding up on the highway, jammed with traffic. Each time he reaches close to the traffic lights, they turn green because of his luck. The more it happened, the more annoyed he got as he remembered what happened earlier in the day. It was the Extraordinary Academy's admission test conference. After passing the written tests with flying colors, it was time to test the extraordinary talent. There are 5 different ranks of extraordinary talents, namely White Dust, Blue Spirit, Purple Soul, Red Honor, and Black Saint, with White Dust being the lowest and Black Saint being the highest level of talent. Our MC and a badge of participants were up to test their talent. He looked towards the crowd, smiling at the campus beauty as she was cheering for him with her gesture. The examiner then announces that the Academy only accepts talents from Blue Spirit rank and above. With this announcement, the test started. Unfortunately for our MC, his talent is ranked among White Dust talents, making him ineligible to join the Academy. The other participants in his badge awakened talents from Blue Spirit rank to Purple Soul. This made his classmates among the crowd to ridicule him for having an invisible talent, with some saying that he should go look factory work and stop trying to be an extraordinary. And now that he has White Dust talent, how is he going to confess to the campus bell? Some even named him extraordinarily ridiculous garbage. Back to our MC speeding on the highway. He kept thinking about how he will be able to fight monsters with this invisible talent when these beasts are strong enough to destroy skyscrapers. Once he reached the highway outside the city, he noticed meteor fragments falling. He smiled and thought to himself that even bullets can't hit him. And with how big the Earth is, the chances for these fragments of meteors hitting him is even less. Once more, his prediction fails as a fragment of the meteor hit him. The impact ground his bike to dust, but as a lucky dude, our MC was unscathed with only flesh wounds and falling unconscious. Among the debris was a ball of energy that moved and integrated into our MC. A system-like panel appeared in his mind and scanned his stats. A human figure appeared and the system noticed the enemy approaching, so it started merging with our MC. Once the merging was successful, a woman-like spectrum with a third eye appeared in our MC's consciousness. It turned out that she was the one talking the whole time. She then said that the host has no fighting ability and could die easily, so she endowed him with another extraordinary power called Dark Mysterious Fists. This power is ranked among Red Honor talent powers, second only to Dark Saint talent powers. She then smiled satisfyingly, saying that now, our MC can be considered a fighter. After that, we were taken to the hospital where he spent 1 year in a coma. Unknown to all, he was practicing his new power in the depth of his consciousness. Suddenly, animals from the underground sewers mutated and started attacking the city. The city guards reacted quickly and made an announcement, informing all personnel from the infected area to evacuate. In the hospital, everyone panicked and began evacuating, leaving only our MC behind as he is still in a coma. However, a nurse turned back and is determined to get our MC out to evacuate. She thinks that even if he were to never wake up, he shouldn't have been left behind. Once she started moving our MC, a mutated cockroach as big and tall as a human appeared behind her. It laughed and started licking her, saying, "Delicious, delicious." Terrified, she couldn't move while still holding our MC's hand. His hand moved, and with one punch, he blew up the monster's upper part and woke up from his coma. Damn, this is an epic moment that reminds me of Saitama from One Punch Man. The MC then reassured her that the monster is dead through and through, asking whether she was fine and thanked her for taking care of him for so long. He then asked what was going on, and she told him about the underground sewers being polluted, causing animals to mutate. After updating him, they decided to catch up with the evacuation. Once they left the room, a swarm of mutant beasts appeared in the corridor. Our MC stepped up and with one punch, he blew up the upper part of 5 mutants. It became a one-sided massacre. One mutant successfully slipped to attack the nurse. Our MC swiftly broke a bottle of sulfuric acid and gathered the substance around his fist. He threw it as the sulfuric acid fist and killed the mutant. This is another technique of his dark, mysterious fist power. It allows him to extract the element of anything he touches to boost the power of his fist. On the side of the hospital, patients and staff evacuating, they were ambushed by mutants. Thankfully, an extraordinary ability user appeared and engaged in a fight with the beasts. Is it me, or does this dude look like Clint, the marksman from Mobile Legend Bang Bang game? With his crazy powers, he started massacring the monsters. Unfortunately for him, as soon as he lands, a rat as big as a house attacked and killed him, leaving the citizens in despair. Once our MC and the nurse run out of the hospital, they took a breath under a tree. There, a wacky was on the ground. Someone was asking if there's any unregistered extraordinary nearby. They need someone to deal with the rat. Our MC asked that he be given all the information about the mutated magic rat, from its strength, power, and weakness. The person on the wacky said it's afraid of flames and asked who our MC was. Our MC answered that he is a high schooler who didn't make it past the admission test of the Extraordinary Academy. They got annoyed and told him to stop fooling around, and that the rat is a general rank mutant. The theoretical knowledge he learned is of no use and he should hurry up and evacuate. The MC threw the wacky away, saying that the medical staff have been taking care of him for the past 1 year and he won't watch them die. Once he arrived on the scene, the rat was still playing with his prey on the bus. Our MC knocks it down with one punch. However, this rat as big as a building was tougher than he thought. He can't afford to be reckless. His bones might be crushed if a tip of this rat's claw touches him. The rat is quite agile, so he started by luring it away from the bus and engaged in a fight where cars surround them. The rat dominated the fight and threw cars on our MC. He made use of the fuel inside those cars to light a fire and trap the rat. He then absorbed the fire element and created a mega fire fist. With it, he killed the monster in one punch. Damn, that was badass. Are you a fistfight lover like me? If not, then go and watch Whitebeard vs. Marines, or go and read One Punch Man to understand its sweetness. I will stop here today. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share this recommendation video with your friends. Next, we have Moonslayer. On a certain map with the level recommendation of level 10 to level 35, stood a magnificent forest created by abundant rainfall. In this forest, a high-spirited young swordsman and a demon monster are engaged in a fierce battle. The monster is at a disadvantage, so they decided to end the fight with the next strike. The monster unleashed his ultimate strike. However, the young man displayed astonishing control in evading the strike and killed the monster with a powerful cross-sword slash. A system panel showed, congratulating him for killing an elite boss and rewarding him with the monster's great sword. The system AI assistant showed up and informed him that there was a limited event that has begun, and asked if he wished to participate in. He smiled and decided to participate. He was then rushed by the AI to be fast, as it seems that many players are close to the boss. Suddenly, a colorful purple light appeared in the sky while he was still struggling to find his direction. It was the appearance of an epic piece of equipment. Even if it happens to be something unsuitable for him, it will still be sold for several $1,000s, so he is determined to get this equipment. Upon arriving there, he couldn't believe that it wasn't only one piece of epic equipment, but several pieces of equipment, grading from common to epic. He was overjoyed and moved to pack the equipment. However, before he could take the first step, he was killed without noticing the enemy and then lost his equipment. He was killed by the limited event boss, Blood Moonwalker, a humanoid skeleton wielding twin daggers as a weapon. And this young man is his 418th kill. After killing this young man, countless players arrived 1 minute before the end of the event. In the blink of an eye, the boss started massacring them, though they swarmed to kill him. Annoyed by this, he increased the slaughter, causing fear in the players. Some decided to retreat, but he continued to slaughter them. By the time the number reached 444, time was up and he was a bit disappointed to have killed too few of the players. In the next panel, we were taken to an office decorated with a domineering tiger painting. There sat a man. He said to the young man named Lulai standing in front of him, "Lulai, I'm so disappointed in you. With your abilities, you could have obtained equity in the company and become a shareholder." This young man happens to be our MC. He is being fired currently for choosing to investigate a missing person in the game his company created. Unlike most people who would have panicked about losing such a juicy job, he seemed not to care and speed up the resignation process. Though the man was a bit disappointed to let go of such a talented young man, he had no choice, as this was the decision after the board meeting. So he told his secretary to look for a replacement and add an extra 20 million to our MC's compensation. After our MC left the company, we found out that the missing person he was investigating is actually his big brother. He mysteriously disappeared playing a game. So our MC joined the company to search for clues about what happened to his brother. Now that he has the clues, there was no need to continue working in the company anymore. It was time for him to head home and start finding his brother. Funny enough, he forgot where he lives, as he is a workaholic who goes home once every 2 years. He also has a terrible sense of direction. Once at home, he informed his second brother that there was a clue about their big brother, so they made preparations and logged into the game at night. They appeared in the newbie village, where our MC decided to go solo and told his brother to go level up. After that, he opened the special redemption code window and entered a long code. And yes, it is the cheat code he created as the game development director. He redeemed 3 items with this code. The first item is the Omniscient Bracelet. This item increases every stat, and each time it is upgraded, it will give a random profession-specific skill. This item can also be used by any profession. The second item is the Random Achievement Codex, which generates random achievements based on the character's event every 10 levels. The third item is the most crucial item named Invitation from Ashura. He spent 2 years at the gaming company just to obtain this item, as his brother obtained this item at the closing of the beta server. This item should be the origin of his disappearance. He told his little brother to go level up, so if something happens to him in the future, the clues must end with him, as he doesn't want to let the little brother face any danger. Once he used this item, his heart started hurting violently. A red moon appeared along with 4 humanoid skeletons. These 4 skeletons pierce his heart simultaneously. The system noticed the death of his character and tried to reboot, but errors in rebooting kept piling up as he loses consciousness. When he regained consciousness, he became a broken body warrior. Basically, he is a skeleton soldier who is neither dead nor alive. Our MC wondered why he is in this state instead of becoming an Ashura. It turned out that he was summoned by one of the epic level bosses, an undead summoner. Our MC thought of him as an NPC and proceeded in asking him where he is. The epic boss was surprised why our MC could talk, wondering if he is a rare quality skeleton guard. Our MC decided to leave as he was not given any answer, thinking that this boss is not an NPC for newbies. This infuriated the epic boss, as the MC still thinks like a human. He immediately bounds our MC with a spell and decided to teach him a lesson. When he was about to cast another spell, a boom sound bounced our MC. It turned out that a colossal titan was passing and mistakenly stomped the boss to death. This colossal titan, named the Great Sorrow, is as high as the sky. This made our MC wonder if he entered the wrong map. He called the system assistant, who tell him that the area he is in is pure darkness. It is the birthplace of all advanced level bosses in the fantasy game, and also the most dangerous place in the game. Our MC wondered how he can complete quests as a level 1 in this kind of dangerous place. The system assistant then informs him that there is a quest 100 kilometers from where he is. On his way to the quest location, he was constantly pursued by overpowered monsters without a moment to catch his breath. What are your thoughts so far? Do you think this manhwa can beat Sword Art Online? This manhwa was dropped a few days ago, and I dare to have high expectations for it. Lastly, we have Disastrous Necromancer. This manhwa starts with students being gathered for their profession awakening ceremony. After 3 years of learning and mastering theoretical knowledge of the profession system, their fates will be decided by the profession they awaken. Among these students, our MC Lin Moyu, who has transmigrated into this world, is about to awaken and get his profession. In this world, which is similar to RPG game, there are not only many dungeons and secret areas, there are also monsters in the wild. After getting a profession, people can level up by gaining experience by slaying monsters and raiding dungeons and secret areas. The profession classes are mostly grouped into combat, support, and livelihood classes. The combat and support classes are further divided into low, medium, high, rare, and legendary ranks. The school principal called the students one after another to awaken. The results were mediocre, as most of the students awakened livelihood professions such as farmer and chef. When it was the turn of a girl called Ziazu, she tells our MC that she will show him who the real genius is. Luckily for her, she didn't disgrace herself, as she awakened a rare profession named Elemental Mage. Her awakening caused a vision that attracted the whole arena. But this commotion stops when our MC's awakening started. His awakening caused a huge commotion that attracted everyone's attention in the city. The sky turned dark, and a myriad army of undead shadows could be seen in the sky. The whole city was suppressed in fear at the sight of the undead shadows in the clouds. He awakened the unique hidden class Necromancer. Damn, this ought to be one of the top 5 badass power introductions in manhwa history. Almost better than solo leveling's Shadow Monarch army introduction. The fact that his class is a unique hidden class means that unless he is dead, no one else on the planet can have the same class with him, which makes it way overpowered. However, the school principal and the others seemed not impressed, as there has been hidden classes that were deemed useless before. When he was asked to test it for them to see, the high-ranked martial artists were surprised by the fact that the level 1 skeleton summoned by our MC was unfazed in front of their intimidation and ready to protect its master without hesitation. After the awakening, our MC finally got his system as a transmigrator. The system he obtained is the strongest talent system. This system gave him the unique god-level talent, along with the passive skill damage transfer that transfer every damage dealt to the MC to his summons. This skill also increases the stats of his summons 5 times permanently. Damn, this dude got another overpowered skill. This basically makes him invincible at the same level. Imagine fighting a level 1 with 5 times your strength. Not only that, they can also summon a bunch of level 1s with the same stats. I'm sure you can imagine how horrible that can be. The next day, our MC and the other combat and support class awakeners were sent to the newbie leveling dungeon. There, he makes use of his undead warriors to breeze levels, finished the trial 2 hours before the time, and broke the record of reaching level 5 in 1 day by reaching level 7. This surprised the school principal and teachers, making them see him in a new light. At level 1, he only had 4 summons. Now that he is level 7, he has over 40 summons, which is really overpowered. If I'm to say, this Manhwa will definitely be among the god-level Manhwas by the time it reaches 100 chapters. The artwork is insane, and the MC seems to be the type to play the pig to eat a tiger. He is cold and quiet, constantly calculating how to deal with whoever wants to mess with him. Okay, that's it for our video today. Let me know in the comments section what you think of this new style of recommendation, and whether it is something you would love to see in our future videos. Now that I have given you this list, let me know in the comments section the name of your favorite manhwa. Do not forget to like and share this video with your friends. They might be looking for a new manhwa to read. Peace out.